archaeologists, welcome to the proximity. I'm having Final Fantasy XVI adventure. It's I said I'd make this slightly more see-through. I forgot to do that. It's later in the same day as the last stream, and we don't need this up anymore. What we do need to do, pet the doggo.
What was all that crashing and banging about before? Some out-of-towners want to fight with the guard I heard.
It's not how I remember that. Oh yeah, we're going out of town, aren't we? So let us continue, make sure the sound...
Good girl.
Yeah, dog footprints.
Run like the wind.
Got a faster one than me. This is a cool looking game. I do like that the desert is big, wide and open. Here we are at our destination now.
I'll take it from here.
Oh, we do need some light on this side as well.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
Gather round, everyone.
Not over yet, Uncle!
Sure is. No, evil chocobos. Enemies have been slain. And to the victor goes the spoils. That's me.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
That's quite a lot, but I guess they have a big crystal.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Sid.
Clive.
Oh.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass them.
I mean, if you give us a badge, that'd go a long way.
And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Of all the... Ugh!
Here, wear this.
Yay, I got a badge! I don't understand the badges.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Owl.
Omia Lostelan. Tuisakelis.
About the owl knows.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Quest complete. We have followed the crystals. Earned ourselves another gym badge. But there are side quests.
I've never even forged a butter knife before. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I. Oh, wait. Are you Clive? Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
Is it a drink?
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? There's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Yes. Sorry, his voice.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle.
Oh, that Lubor, the guy we met 10 minutes ago, he's just like that.
You wish to talk? I'm honored.
Bad Lubor.
You and I...
Have more in common than you might think. Not only are we both masters of the blade, but devilishly handsome to boot. We're both second people to bear our respective names. Oh, I see. I was gonna...
What?
You didn't think Rosanna Dalamil was my own invention, did you? It's the name of my master. I inherited it from her, along with her title and her smithy. Ensuring that her name lived on was the least I could do. After all she did for me, she plucked me from the streets, put me my less than nimble fingers to work making blades instead of trouble. It was to live my life as suddenly and unexpectedly she entered it. This would have followed her footsteps, and I might change others' lives as she had mine. That's why I keep her forge alive. That's why I play the desert hare. That's why I care for the orphans of Dalamil. Apparently he does that as well. I didn't know. Indeed, I had thought obligations to Renz and Drika was my most pressing concern, until the infamous Sid made a surprise reappearance, rather muddied the waters. I suppose there's enough for me to go around, but do forgive me if the desert hare isn't always at your beck and call. At the inn.
Ours is a blessed corner of the Velcroy.
A veritable oasis with clear running water and natural hot springs. I don't doubt the people have been gathering here long since the founding... long before the founding of the Republic. Since it was founded, they've been gathering in even greater numbers to serve the needs of the miners who work Drake's Fang and the soldiers who guard it. They served them. They did, lining their coffers far from the prying eyes and grasping fingers of Republican. I did not read that last word and probably should not have skipped forwards. Not that edicts from Randala carry much weight in these parts. Dalamil has long been something of a law unto itself here. Those with the most money or the most friends make the rules.
They did.
Until Cupca built a castle of his at the heart of the Mother Crystal. Dalamil's been at the Titan's fiefdom ever since, and while his men may be liberal with their coin, there are anything but in the exercising of their authority, which I don't need to tell you is absolute. See why those with people's best interest at heart took it upon themselves to organise their own protection, and predecessor chief among them. About the crystal trade.
How very fitting.
The noble soldiers of Dalamika and Wallowed, partners in arms, so many battlefields should become partners in crime. Still, the merchants of Dalamil will be most relieved to see them brought to justice. Many of them driven from almost ruin for the want of crystal. I'm sure they would have been rushing to thank you for the service done them, if of course they had any idea that you'd done it. As long as we remain reliant on the power of the crystals, we leave ourselves open to such exploitation. People are such greedy, needy creatures.
No other way.
Clive, you must bring down each and every Mother Crystal and the twins, put an end to the people's thoughtless dependence upon them. Try and... how do you know that that's what we're doing? Do try and... I guess Sid told you.
Best of luck.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpets have
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
My carpets of the most fragrant herbs and spices.
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
Plates and pots! Bowls and vases! Everything I've worked for. All those years of toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
Okay, sure, I was making faces. Sure, I'll do that.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
Well, we better prioritise that. I'm not going to press the button for it, but I'll totally do that. Is there a closer one?
Wait inside.
They've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Make our way back to the Fang now, at least.
Yeah, but what would be the point?
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Ambrosia won't help me here.
Oh, she'll help me here, though.
Ah,
Oh,
I'm not too late.
I'm still doing quests for you.
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Just jogs off. Right, but I'm not actually leaving yet.
Come on.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Oh, look at those bombs. Where we're going, isn't it?
Come on,
That's
go.
literally what we're gonna fight.
What the hell are those things?
The bombs. Need this to Gil. Who does it roses, my god. What about this one? He bloody hides, my god.
By the flames. That explains the heat.
I can do my own heat. Oh, they're bath bombs. It's funny.
Thanks, boy. Out of the frying pan.
It's all faithful.
That's better.
now I have stone skin.
Over here!
Give me to that.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
I reckon it will be. Which people will be right there. Let's adjust that slow.
This is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while.
Stand here in the shade.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentice is no better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
I was confused. I was like, hang on, all those swords form a little curve, but no, they're in a box of a curved outside.
The finest fabric!
Take a sniff, good sir. Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Made from the stoutest. There he is. The man who saved. I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
Bombs. It was bombs.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Quest complete. Lovely. Level up, baby. Death of the Inferno. That was the ignition cooldown, wasn't it?
Sweet incense!
Don't think this is faster, but I thought it might be. But at least we can just immediately get on our chocobo. Oh, you're hiding behind a wall. Get to visit that interesting looking object over there. Flappy flap flap flap. Do chocobos taste like chicken? No, there's chickens in this world as well. Why would they eat chocobos?
Who do you think those soldiers were?
Yeah, we were here before actually.
So, Lord Cook has finally made his move.
Straight home now.
Why there's so many soldiers up there.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
Spirit, perhaps.
Getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
The limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly. So, do you crush it up, or just throw it in the furnace?
Run like the wind.
Didn't realize it was that far away.
This is no good.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpet.
The most
More carpets.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Hanging lanterns, keep it up.
We should get going soon.
come on.
I feel daft now.
You deserve a rest.
Didn't realise we were that close. Oh, the water. Oh, fucking look how pixely that water is. Why is the water pixely? That's weird. Have I broken something? It just sort of goes down by half. That's a really weird effect. Okay. Oops, sorry.
Get it, boy!
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Sava needs.
Right, I'm sure it'll be more than enough. It's always more than enough. Oh look, the crystal's here.
Finally.
You're a friend of Lubor's, aren't you? Everyone's getting their crystal.
Silver platters. Fresh bread.
Night meat and
warm
dark.
from the oven.
Fresh from the grill. It would make a fine gift.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
A brittle white stone that grows in the restorative hot springs. You know, the low pixel ones in Dalimil. When dried and milled into a fine powder, I'm being told the secrets. It can be added to molten iron to purge the metal of impurities. I'll be like, whoa, that's more than I asked for.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and Ocean both. She's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
I guess we're gonna find out now. What's the...
That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalimil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalimil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalimil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava, know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable, but only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, What would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
But you gotta ask me what it's for first. Oh, was it for carving out a niche? Never mind. So it's up there. So I'm shaded by my hair, aren't I? I might want a little bit of light on my face. I've been looking over going, something looks a little bit weird. It's that. I don't think that can be helped though. Let's leave this place.
The finest fabric.
Yes, they're quite sought after.
Plates and pots!
Let's get out of here.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Oh, my cup of tea. Oh, it's cold again. It is warm, but it's not too bad. It wasn't... Last time it was bad enough for me to go, I don't even want to stream anymore. Because I didn't make it with boiling water. I let it cool down too much. And I tried to compensate by pouring half boiling water. No, I just made it an awful fucking cup of tea.
Come on, girl, the gate's
I didn't feel like 14 minutes, blimey. Anyway, we've got another badge. Been advised to go into the mines. Which... assuming are this way. The jaw. The Jobelisk has been activated.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Huh.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
It's crystal all inside.
Goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back.
Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers.
So I'm covering up the dog.
Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet.
Hello, Cafe Claire. Welcome to the stream. We have Doggo.
Me too, Torgal.
He's a magic dog. You know what Toggle doesn't ever do that dogs do?
I'm coming for you.
Is they casually bite play. And they go, and I've never seen anyone go like, oh no, not now. We always just get to comfortably pet the wolf dog. He's a very good doggo. There's a pet button. We haven't actually gone to take down the crystal this time, but I suspect that's what's going to happen regardless. Unlike the other mother crystals in that stare at the tower above the realm, Drake's Fang lies buried deep within the hollow crag scholars called the geode. Yo, Hoochie, oh, everyone's here. Blimey. What is in the geode?
What are they stored? What has that gutter rat done to me?
Yes, very much so. I do wish it was more RPG-ish. But, you know, not the world we live in anymore.
Out of my sight, witch! I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
We cut his hands off.
He to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant.
Who's this person? I've been wondering who the fuck you are. Right, Hugo Kupka, dominant of Icon Titan, Warden of Earth. On learning the identity of the one who slew his beloved Benedicta, sends his forces to ransack the Vasilev's capital city of Rosaria and Clive's former home. In the hope of drawing him out, Clive takes up the offer and is able to best Kupka in battle, cutting off his hands in the process. But before Clive can deal the finishing blow, the helpless Hugo is spirited away by a mysterious man from Waloed. A very mysterious man. It could be anyone. Castle Dasbog. A castle built within a dome-like mountain that contains Drake's Fang. It is the primary residence of Hugo Kupka, dominant of Titan, and is lavishly appointed to suit his extravagant tastes. Drake's Fang, one of the Valistea's 5 remaining mother crystals. Oh, that's not true, because we've destroyed 2 of them. It's actually one of 3. Unlike its sisters, who jut from the earth to tower above the landscape, Drake's Fang is completely enclosed within the vast hollow of an ageless mountain. Its citrine? Fingers reaching inwards to the barrow's heart. Excavation of these crystals has, over centuries, showered the Dalmax substantial fortune, and as such is seen as a symbol of the nation's prosperity. Finally, the Royal Knight Lord Commander. The Lord Commander of the Kingdom of Waloed's armies. He's accompanied his liege Fort Zernitra in the Republic of Dalmacia to negotiate the provision of reinforcements from the Royal Order of Knights. You know things. Why do you know things? Why does a Lord Knight Commander know things?
Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Yes.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck.
This one is swearing in it.
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just...
Who are you?
Tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A mother crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo?
Where I go, Hugo.
Clive Rossfield stole you.
I got what you meant.
But others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon.
Yeah, that happened to Garuda. How the fuck do you know that? I mean, I know she was from Waloed.
Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did.
God, this game really likes that arpeggio.
Benedict. I'll do it.
Yes. I'll tell you in a second, but yeah, P19 is on hold. We did well, but I'm moving home, so I have to put, you know, I can't do certain things.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the...
This is really cool music. I like how that lowly Lord Commander seems to be considerably more important than his station in Fortin.
Muthos is here.
Yeah.
Very well. It shall be so.
Oh, you were talking to an invisible person. Like Vanar.
You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Yeah. What I love about this game is it actually spends a really long time like pretending to be a sort of Game of Thrones but with some Final Fantasy elements, and then like 25 hours in it gets a little bit wacky and I'm like, yeah, it's a Final Fantasy game after all. interdimensional monsters turn up, and I'm like, this in fucking Game of Thrones. It's what was I going to say? Oh, give me a brief second. So P99 is specifically Project 99. The plan was I was going to stream a new game. I was trying to compile a list of 99 games, and every day I'd have to stream a new game. Well, it doesn't matter if I played the game or not. It just couldn't be added to the list more than once. So day 1, you can't really see up there, is Tales of Arise. Day 26 is Evil Within. And I got to day 39, which is, of course, Final Fantasy 16. Day 40 was going to be Fall Guys, but then I realised to play Fall Guys, I actually need to set my PC back up. Because I thought I could do it on my PlayStation. And then I couldn't, and I thought, fuck it, I need to move home. I'm not going to be able to do this anyway. So it's on hold for 30 days, and then Project 9 will continue when I'm settled in, basically, and we'll do 60 days in a row. And obviously, this will be just page 1. I won't include any of these games. The Reformation, or whatever I was calling it, has been not been doing great. New toggle law. Clive's faithful friend, who's fiercely protective of him and his allies. However, I was supposed to be doing exercise, and I sort of gave up on that very early on Project 99. But I'm hoping that I will, for part 2, I'll get back into it. I've been very greedy, to be honest. It emerges that he is much more than a mere scent hound. He's a rare frost wolf, imbued with the sorcerer's strength, that he's a magic doggo, and he's able to call upon to defend his allies in times of crisis. I might make myself a cup of tea. It's kind of an awkward time to do it, but I want one, and that one's cold. And I want a hot one. I want a hot cup of tea. Why is there green here? I need it not to be green here. I need some sort of better light source. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. Hopefully I won't be too long. Sorry about this. Right, I put a can of Coke in the freezer. Gotta remember to get that in 2 minutes, 5 minutes, however it takes to get very cold but not frozen. Turn that music off. Right, we're in a cutscene, won't we? I do have this in the meantime. But this isn't Chris's blood. Oh, orcs! I've been promised orcs for ages! It's still weird having orcs in a Final Fantasy game.
Orcs. Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Into the darkness.
Are the beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen?
Oh, even the rats are fleeing.
They spotted us. Taken over the entire mine.
Over here. God, I need to play Not From My Hound as well. Come to me! There's gonna be a big one with axe at some point. Come over here.
So much for the men of the rock. Dalmekia's finest.
Where should I go? Okay, I was looking at it. Oh, he's gonna make. Oh, there's a. Mesmerizer. Mesmer would be proud. I'm pretty sure that's the name of an illusionist. Magic Ian. Not in this world, I guess. Perhaps Mesmer was an orc. Oh, this one's just fodder.
You should never have left Ash.
The dog does backflips on command. Come into my maelstrom. Beg your pardon. What is that? I did the big move too early, didn't I? Come over here. Neat. The Kingdom of Walud. The sole surviving nation in Ash. Walud has its capital in Stone here, home to the Mother Crystal of Drixbine. It is ruled over by Barnabas Thamir, dominant of Odin. Oh, I see. The Warden of Darkness. So, of course, Odin and Bahamut would be the last two we deal with. Long harboured ambitions of extending his reach into the neighbouring continent of Storm. Somewhat surprisingly, the Sambric Empire's incursion into the Crystalline Dominion prompted no immediate response from the king, who appears to be biding time and considering his next move, because everyone else just rushed in. The private army under the command of Hugo Kupka, the Men of the Rock, originally employed by the Dharmakian Parliament to guard Fang, the bulk of the force was co-opted by Kupka when he seized control of the Mother Crystal and has served him and only him since. Most men of the Rock idolise the commander for his political and financial achievements. After all, few can claim to have been made permanent economic advisor to the Dharmakian Parliament and built a wealth worthy of several generations in a single lifetime. Ash. Yes. So there's two places. It's Storm and Ash, known as the Twins. Though slightly smaller than her sister to the west, the eastern continent of Valisthere is markedly more altitudinous. I don't know how you pronounce that. Her lightly wooded shores, guarded on all sides by high unscalable cliffs, having been ravaged by the blight still more grievously than Storm, the Kingdom of Walud is now her sole remaining nation. Where do we go, doggo? Forwards, as always. Let's see if I get it. It's been a while. We've been saving up so we can buy something cool. Normally that's the one we want, Judgment Bolt. All that, but I don't use... Oh, hang on, is it always... I don't know, Judgment Bolt and... no, I thought it was the names of their summons. So I've got Titan's Hands now. Alright, we need a bit more. But we'll get there. We could buy these expensive things instead. Where do we go, doggo? I'm sorry, ratties. Oh, that lightning rod. Where? Okay, he wants me to go there, so I'll go other places first. Let's open this door. As slowly as we can. He struggles, but he gets there.
Stairs.
There's a dude with it.
This must be the way out.
Maybe he's friendly. He's not friendly at all. Back upstairs you go. Good doggo. That's a warlord.
Sneaking past this one. How did it get in here?
You can sneak past him. Into the mouth from you.
Over here. This one. Get him. Go to him.
Oh fuck. Try to dodge things, John. Was doing a backflip there because he's a cool ass dog. Right, yeah, the combination of the lightning rod when because I'm never sure whether I should hold my spells back when I'm staggered. The more you like any game, if your spell is on a timer, the more using them immediately is always a viable option because you'll get back the soonest. Obviously, bosses, even mini bosses, I guess, are sort of designed to force you not to use them by forcing you to counter more often. But I'm quite high leveled because this is at least partly an RPG. But like, so I'm guessing these mini boss fights, I'll have to re-experience in arcade mode to see what you're supposed to actually do during them. During the big bosses, that's not really an issue because they really do force you to counter. Why is it doing this wispy woo? I will have to get my cola soon. And then leave some there, but like, it's better than being all around me though. Orcs, yes. We've hit that one ages ago, we just didn't have a picture for ages. I failed! Gotta commit.
By the flames. Come on, Torgal.
Oh, never mind. It was just area instruction.
He did do things by halves. As if taking the mother crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
It's giving me... Oh no, this is... We're right. It's giving me high potions. Oh, he gets gold crystal. This is a pretty fucking game. Oh. Not my fun.
Let the trial begin.
Ooh, what the fuck is this? Spirits Within! Oh, I should have watched Spirits Within before playing this game. Oh, I'm against the Undertaker. Oh, I interrupted myself at 29. What's he exhuming? Ether, I guess. Well, since you're the Undertaker, I did do a pile driver on you, so that was cool. Kind of fitting. Oh, that's Flames of Rebirth. Will it do double? Oh, it does. Cool. Don't shit the bed in the last second, John. Yeah, I might be a little over-leveled. I defeated the Undertaker! I always thought I could. Oh, if I was against the real Undertaker, it would be really fucking boring, because he's really fucking slow nowadays. And retired. Favor of Lightning. Thunderstorm damage by 10%. Residual lightning ether that, having failed to dissipate on the battlefield, has instead manifested. Okay, it's the standard thing.
Seems we're expected.
So this is the power of Mythos.
Did the orcs do this too?
Right, we're in Castle Danzig, or whatever it's called. There's one location I'm not sure we'll ever get to see. That was... Ooh. It's wraiths. We're gonna gather your wraiths, put them in a pile. Well, that was an unfortunate place to land. It's down there now. Go kill them, Troggles.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
Some opponents will use the ability Bravery to invigorate nearby enemies, enhancing their performance. Look for this. Hit them. Yes. They've been dealt with. I think I may have walked backwards. Lord Hubbard. Lord Commander of the Kingdom of Warlord's armies, Hubbard is known to many as the Constant Knight by his reason of unchanging icy demeanour and his unwavering loyalty to his liege. Indeed, he appears to command Barnabas's complete trust, having been gifted full command of the Royal Order of Knights despite his apparent youth, capacity in which he evacuated Hugo Kupka from the Roslev Castle, however, remains a mystery. There we go, he's doing stuff on his own. No, I would remember that. What? No, we were here earlier. I just walked backwards because I'm a fool. Boom, boom. Dog, where are we going? There was a door there. There was a door there. Thank you, dog.
First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima?
Should have trusted you, dog. What's the lich? Right. Stop pressuring me. Through the door. Good tip. Finally, had a good cup of tea today.
You've been busy, Kupka. But where did you go?
Which way did he go? That's a Big Show, not Undertaker. It's right there.
The heart. He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Toggle.
Bork.